Okay, so here's my planner for 2020, and I'd like to share a flip through of this planner with you. Okay, this is a Moterm, and I got it from Amazon. It's A5, and it's a faux croc, obviously, and I think this is the color coffee, possibly. And I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. I get excited every time I see it. I really just love this planner. And this is what it looks like. The front, and then the top, and then the side, and the bottom, and the back. Just beautiful. Okay, let's take a look inside. Okay. So this is it, and I have, there's this pocket right here, which is very roomy, and then I have these two ollie clips here for when I need to use them in here. And then I have this pocket here, which has these little cute little things, just for fun. If I could think of something better to put in there, I would. But I assume that if you were using, this thing is like a giant wallet to me. And if you were using this as your wallet, then you could use it for money and change and stamps and things like that. But that's not, I don't do that. I have like a separate, completely separate wallet. And all right, so this dashboard here has my word of the year, which is live. And then words from previous years, that one under there. And then this says, be fearless. This page right here, which is so pretty. I might have to cut it out so you can see that a little bit better. But that's it for now. And then this divider, which I made myself out of tabs and just cardstock. And not fancy, but it's getting the job done. And then I have this card here, do what makes you happy. And then I think I need to put like a thin piece of just color decorative paper that matches here. But for right now, that's working. Okay, now, this is the e-list section. And I have e-lists, planning, projects, and Motleys. And in this section, this is where I will be planning out all of my stuff for endless lists. My videos, my printables, you know, what things I want to get done in 2020. I'm not doing goals this year. I'm doing tasks. Last year, I did that. I listed out 5 projects that I wanted to get done. And from those 5 projects, I chose 10 tasks to get me started. And then when I ran out of those 10 tasks, I did 10 more and 10 more and 10 more until I was like, you know, wherever I needed to be, things completed and stuff like that. So this page and this page and this page is all going to be that. It's going to be the 5 projects and the 10 tasks. And then this space here is to help me track my followers on Instagram, my clients on Etsy, and my followers on YouTube, and just different kinds of things. These pages are to help me track the projects that I want to work on throughout the year and about how much time I can allow myself and how much time I need to take. And you'll notice that there's January, February, and March. And going forward through this planner, it pretty much is I'm following the quarterly system. I have been doing monthly, and as we moved into 2020, I decided that I wanted to do quarterly, mostly because I want a bird's eye view of the 3 months. And that really helps out. I noticed back in the summertime that having that bird's eye view of 3 of the summer months really helps out. So I like to do that. And the other thing is that printing these pages, like, it takes a ton of time. And so I've gone from printing them each week as I was first developing them, to printing them monthly, now to printing them, well, in some cases yearly, and other cases it'll be quarterly. Like the weekly pages will be quarterly, and the monthly pages are now yearly. So that's an awesome place to be. Awesome place to be. Okay. Now, this one is for helping me track my videos. Right now, what I want to do is track 2019 and 2020. And then when I move into 21, I will drop 2019. Okay, this one is for my health tracking and is in my e-lists only because I wanted to keep all of my tracking in one space. I was going to put it in planning, and then I thought about putting it in Motleys, but I decided that I have a lot of other trackers in here, and so I'm going to keep this one here. Let me make sure that I'm saying that right. Oh, no. Okay, I said that wrong. Okay, I have two of these. I have this one, and I have this one. And this one, I think, somehow. So this is going to be to keep track of what I've planned out here, like the overall, like an overall altogether yearly view. And then this space here is to track my expenses for the month or whatever. Yeah, for the month. This is for tracking my health. And I'm going to mark these, you know, along the side and along the top so that I know that that's what this is for. And I plan on having a little guide, like a little index or something, like a little, not index, that's not the right word. A map, like a guide to tell me what matches with what. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, this is for tracking health. This is for tracking the habits that I want to keep, like workout, posting, just different little things that I wanted to keep track of. And then here I have this dashboard, and then this black piece on the back with this planner divider. And I love that with endless lists. And then another day. Okay, so here's my calendar for 2020, and I will use this for school, trips, anything that I need to just kind of have an overview of, anything that's coming up that is like big and affects lots of things. So, okay. And then, oh, here we go. So here we are getting into the monthly planner. And I love this. The only one thing is I still don't have it. I didn't cut this like short enough, so it kind of sticks out there. So I need to figure out that measurements better and adjust the other pages. But otherwise, it looks good. I'm very happy with it. And here's the weekly planner. Out of all my pages in my planner, this is the one that I use most. All of the simple pages in my shop the lines are grayscale. And I had noticed when I was filming that you couldn't really see the lines very well. So I decided to make them black, which is what you're seeing here. And I'm still kind of testing them. There's a couple of things I want to fix to make sure that they match perfectly with the grayscale one. Some things had slid, and so I want to make sure that that's perfect. Anyway, my plan is to offer both gray and black, so you have that option. I personally prefer the gray when I'm planning. It's just a nice backdrop, and the lines kind of fade away, and I see my writing and my stickers and things. But the black one works really great on camera, so that's what I'll be using for quite a while now. And anyway, but I want you guys to have the option of both. I have found over the years that I am definitely a vertical layout planning person. I have tried to do horizontal, and in fact, I have a horizontal layout available in simple pages. It's Weekly Plan 3. This page here has been just perfect for me because I go in phases where I want to do different things. Sometimes I want to break it out you know, in chunks where it's morning, afternoon, evening, or lately I've been doing a block style kind of planning, and then sometimes I have to do a list style planning, you know, like in the summertime when we don't really have much of a schedule or anything. But basically, this is the page that I go to over and over and over again because it's the format of it is enough that, or the structure of it is enough that I can line up my stickers and line up my things that I want to do, but I can change it up and, you know, add times on the side if I want to, or I can break it out into, you know, into different chunks. Just, I love being able to just kind of go with the flow on whatever I'm feeling at that point in time, but have this nice foundation to build upon. Okay, so that's all of the pages for, that's January, and this is February, and this is March, and then April and all the rest of the months are in my other planner. Then I have this forward planning page because I don't have the other months here, and I always have things that I need to write on additional months, so I will just jot them in here. That's what this is for. And I thought this would be pretty handy, like when I'm doing that, to be able to look here and see what's going on. So that's it. This is a dashboard, obviously, with the black again and projects. And so this is where I'll be working on my projects. And I made this this ruler. I labeled it with editorial so that I can see it from either side to open it to editorial. And then this page here. Yeah. Okay, so what I do here is I will list 5 of my projects, so 5 for the month. So I'll have the list up here on this space, and then on here as well, and then I'll probably put some details about the project or whatever. Like if it's a video, like if I'll title the project whatever, and I might type video or printable needs video or something like that. Stuff like that to just help me. And I have a second one for when I, obviously, just in case. And then there are 6 of these project plans, but I have more printed in case that I need them, but I have 6 of them in here. Even though I have 5 on that list, I wanted an extra just in case I have a problem or whatever, or I get inspired by another project. This page is not on my website. I mean, this is not on my shop, in my shop. I am testing this out, and this is what I'm using to create my own videos. I've got lots aligned. Okay, this is my editorial calendar. All of the stuff from here and the plan from here, all from here, will all be transferred to here. And my plan is to just take it one step at a time, and to just keep track on here of when I'm posting videos. I'm gonna try and plan ahead. I'm gonna just take it one step at a time, basically, and then I'm gonna plan all of my posting and all of my videos on this space. And I have up through March and then April. The rest are in that month, other planner. Okay. This page is for my videos. So I'll write the name of the video in here, or basically the name, because it's not enough room to fit the names perfectly. But I'll write the names of the video here, and then here I'm going to write in the number of the image that I'm using to post onto Instagram, and for whatever day. And I had it hole punched here because I was gonna like, face it over here, but then I realized it would be great to have them facing each other. So I re-hole punched it, and eventually this is one of those situations that I'm going to continue to use washi for, is to cover up these holes. So that's what I'll do, is cover up the holes with washi tape. There's another space in here that does that. There's another page, I think it's in the other planner, that I need to do that with that one as well. Okay, so here's this dashboard with the Live, Laugh, Love, and I've got the little clip, and then behind it is the black. Okay, so the Motleys section is basically just miscellaneous, any kind of thing. It's mostly like holiday planners, trip planners, anything that I'm working on for a short period of time and is not going to stay into my planner for the whole year and is specific to an event. So the way I came up with Motleys is I was working on my 2019 planner, putting it together, and I wanted something different that, really represented what I was going to be putting behind it, but I didn't want to put the word miscellaneous because the things I'm putting back there, it's like my Christmas planner and my Thanksgiving planner and the girls' birthdays, stuff like that. So I started looking on thesaurus.com and I spotted Motleys like right away. And I thought, wow, that is a great word. And of course, Motley Crue, I grew up with Motley Crue. So, that just made it even more of a special word to me. And so that's what it is. That's what this section is. And I think it matches because when I think of this section and how random and crazy it kind of is, and they are kind of random and crazy, the name just seems to fit that section. Cool. So I'm happy with it. Okay. Now, I have said to you that I'm not doing goals. I'm not doing goals for Etsy. I'm for Endless Lists. I'm not doing goals for it. However, I did create personal goals, and because I thought it would be unfortunate if I let 2020 go by and I didn't take advantage of 20 goals in 2020. So I put together 20 they're all personal goals, and some of them kind of skate on the edge of Endless Lists, but for the most part, it's personal goals. And eventually I'll share some of these with you. This first one is the game plan. There are a couple videos that go with it, and I will link them down below. Okay, so in this Motleys section, I have all of the event style planners that I'm going to need for January, February, and March. This next one is the trip planner, and we might be taking a trip over spring break. And I also have the girls' trip packing list, and they're tucked up in that big pocket. This next one is the spring cleaning plan, and this is the one that I mentioned in the previous video. It's normally very colorful, but when everything was printing out blue, I chose grayscale, and I just let that one print, and I really like how it turned out. This next one is for a trip that I'm planning on taking with my sister. As you can see, I have them organized in the order of when they're going to happen. This next one is the birthday planner, and I think I accidentally skipped a page there. There should be a different page in between the two, trip planner and the birthday planner. Anyway, this is for Tim's birthday, and that's what I'm doing there. Also, he hasn't decided exactly what he wants to do for his birthday. We might do a trip, and so I have included the birthday trip planner, which is not in my shop. I'm still working on that, and I just came up with that idea during my birthday actually, and so I'm still kind of trying to work out the kinks on that. I have a few extra line pages in the back here just in case I might need them. And then this pouch that I ordered, I got it from Amazon, and I'm keeping all my Post-its and page flags and Post-its in here. That is it for this section. If you would like to stick around for a few more minutes, I will share with you the pens and highlighters that I'm using. This is the pen that I like to use. It's the Friction pen. I love this pen, and the main reason that I use it is that it's erasable, and it writes really well too, but the erasable part. My handwriting is horrible, and this thing has helped me out many times. You can get refills, and I have been using the .07 for a very long time, and I recently found out about .05. So the ones in this package are .05, and the one in my hand, individual one, is a .07. I've had it for a while, that's why it's not in a package. They say on the side of them which one they are, so that helps out a lot. And next we have the mild liner highlighters, which I am really excited about. I bought these because of the gray one. So I pretty much am going to be using the gray, the blue, and the green. And then the red and the purple I'll just hang on to, obviously, and I'll find something to use them on, or I'll just pass them on to one of my daughters. I'm going to do a little quick pen test to show you what the different colors look like. So while I'm swiping these colors here, I thought I would take a moment to share with you how I plan on using these highlighters in my planner. In my main planning portion on my weekly spread, I plan on using it to do things like highlight headings when I have like a list that I want to make underneath of it, or if there's an important event, I might draw a box around it with one of the different colors. I also, in other places on my trackers, I'm going to be using them to color code. For my health tracker, I'm going to be using like gray for yucky days, and then maybe blue or green for days when I'm feeling better or something like that. And then also, like on my editorial planner, I'm going to be using those to color code things there too. So I'm sure I'll find a million ways to use them. And one thing that I wanted to mention, I don't show this here, is that these are dual tipped. And so at the bottom there is a nice, really fine tip. That's the tip that I will be using to draw the boxes around. I am sure that I'm going to get tons of use out of them. So that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of it, and thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed this little piece at the end with the pens and highlighters that I like to use. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to share more videos with you.